Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to open your eyes. Unless you're my baby and you're sleeping. We hope that the baby sleeps through this. Go live on the Instagram. This is already shared out in the spaces. The only space I cannot share it to, because this thing does not let me, is on the Instagrams. But we're here and we are going to do solar plexus chakra. Okay, so, I'm Priolo. I'm your resident white-facing biracial multi-passionate musician. I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. I am doing Daily Boost, which, as its name suggests, is a daily program from Love and Action Network, a mental health peer support organization where we encourage, equip, and empower you to put your love in action. Our CEP, Chief Executive Partner, is Dr. Flo. You can find him on all platforms at Andre in the Flow. Yes. Okay, and like I said, we're going to get started with We the Urban. We're going to move through this pretty quick today. We do have Olympic watch parties all week long, and next week too. And there are podcast listens. Dr. Flo has open rehearsals and master classes. We will be co-working, and thank you, Dr. Flo. I'm going to look at the Instagrams. Lift love higher. Higher and higher. I don't know. Was that a song cue? Good morning, Dr. Flo. That's our CEP. You can find him, like I said, on all platforms at Andre and the Flow. And thank you for sharing it on Instagram. I cannot share on the IGs. So, I don't know why. My computer doesn't let me. Anywho, okay, let's get started, y'all. We're going We the Urban. Did I finish the thought about the Olympic watch party? Today's Olympic watch party is the women gymnastics team all around finals. Yesterday we had a great time waiting 2 hours for Steven to perform, and Steven did not disappoint. Okay. So join us today for that. Join us for the next 30, 60, 90 days and see if your life changes. We can't guarantee, but if you come honest, open, willing, and available, your life may in fact change. You know, it did for me. Worked for me. I've been around for 3 years. I don't know what the math is on that. But here we are. You know, here we are. All right. So let me get started here. Okay. We the Urban. Okay. Affirmation of the day. This was posted 22 hours ago. Wait for Steven. We did wait for Steven. I have to say this here. I don't know if I put it in the chat or not, but like, can I get my life together and like figure out where to put this scroller so that the comments don't go in front of the stroller? There were over 1,000 days. Thank you for the math. That's a lot of days. I've been around and it has worked. Y'all have watched me. So I found this article last night that literally didn't mention Brody Malone at all. It was like Steven and Frederick. And I was like, that is absolutely right. But I'm sure Brody was just seething. Anyway, We the Urban. Here we go. Affirmation of the day. Every low is an opportunity to grow. I'm also I believe I'm wearing the correct color today. Yellow. I still got to post those. Don't mind me, y'all. I hope you never forget how many beautiful things there are about you. You have so much to offer this world. Don't deny those things. Don't hide those things. Lean in. And that, if there was ever a moment where I needed to hear that, it was today. Lean in. Don't hide those things. Don't deny those things. Lean in. This is the first slide. No, it's the second slide. Y'all, I missed the first slide. I gotta go back to the first slide. Here's the first slide. The first slide says, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be loved how you want to be loved. That's big. You deserve to be loved how you love. You deserve to be loved even as you're healing. You deserve to be loved without hiding yourself. You deserve to be loved, flaws and all. I think I need to get myself like a little, one of those balls that I can squeeze. I'm literally sitting here squeezing a passy. Anyway, don't mind me, y'all. Okay, third slide. Let's enter August with intention to grow. Let's enter August with intention to accept. Let's enter August with intention to adapt. Let's enter August with the intention to self-protect. Let's enter August with the intention to hope boldly. Lovedandlovable.bio.link. Yes, thank you. Let's enter August with the intention to find balance. I'm going to read that in a second. I see it. Let's enter August with the intention to love ourselves, to love ourselves. That's what this whole organization is about. Loved and lovable. You are loved and lovable. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. Love yourself. Let your neighbor love you. Love. Love, love, love. Dr. Flo says, want to change your life for good? Visit Tawa's link in bio or the link now pinned above. lovedandlovable.bio.link. That's where all of our programming is. That is how you can join our programs, Dr. Flo's programs in particular, like Team Better, Unfuckwithable, Winner's Circle, singing lessons, performance coaching, dream coaching, join the band, become a booking agent, book Dr. Flo for the love experience. I mean, there's a lot of things over on that website, lovedandlovable.bio.linkypoo. Okay, next slide. Say it with me. You don't know what I'm going to say, so you can't say it with me. Just kidding. For the rest of 2024 and beyond, I am unlocking profound levels of peace, abundance, and joy. I didn't even know possible. That doesn't make sense. I'll go back. I'll catch it again. By any and all means necessary. For the rest of 2024 and beyond, I am unlocking profound levels of peace, abundance, and joy I didn't even know, I believe there's supposed to be a word here, was possible, by any and all means necessary. Next slide. Let go. Let go of fear. Let go of what no longer aligns. Let go of everything you can't change. Let go of catastrophizing. Let go of self-limiting beliefs. That's big, big. Dr. Flo and I have been working on our limiting beliefs lately. That's been a big theme. Let go of what harms your nervous system. Let go of the resistance to finally starting. Hello, somebody. This whole slide series is for me. It's for me. It's for me. Let go of resisting confidence. Let go of negative self-talk. Shall I read it again? I'm gonna read it again. Let go. Let go of fear. Let go of what no longer aligns. Let go of everything you can't change. Let go of catastrophizing. Let go of self-limiting beliefs. Let go of what harms your nervous system. Let go of the resistance to finally starting. Let go of resisting confidence. Let go of negative self-talk. Purge all limiting beliefs. It ain't real. They're not real. Sometimes you just need a good cry. You have been enduring for quite a while now. You don't have to be strong all the time. Let it out so you can feel lighter. Dr. Flo says, speak action, never doubt. Yes, yes, yes. Sending love to everyone. Okay, sorry, it continued and I made that like a statement. Sending love to everyone experiencing the worst of their mental health lately. I'm proud of you for doing your best to be okay. The journey hasn't been flawless, but you made it and you will continue to. Prioritize ease. Prioritize alignment, prioritize peace, prioritize discipline, prioritize your privacy, prioritize healing, prioritize mindfulness, prioritize processing time, prioritize good sleep, prioritize your mental health, prioritize yourself. I'm gonna put prioritize yourself. I'm gonna read it backwards, okay? I'm gonna read it backwards. Also, if you are here on the YouTubes or the Facebooks or the Instagrams, well, the Instagrams, I know if you here. Hello. Okay, well, Mahmoud Burlash has come into the live and said, hello, I am an engineer from Gaza. My family and I have been subjected to all the crimes of this genocidal war. Our home, our land, and our source of livelihood were bombed. Then I lost my support, and that's all it says. So I cannot give you a link to support that person, but that is what they say in the Instagram live. But anyway, if you are here on YouTube's and Facebooks, you have to speak in order for me to know who you is. Okay? So you can say hello, and you can let me know how you are. What is the affirmation of today? I do. Oh, you can put what you do in the chat. How about that? Instead of saying hello to me, how about you put I do, then fill in the blank. Okay, reading backwards. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize your mental health. Prioritize good sleep, unless you have a baby. Prioritize processing time. Prioritize mindfulness. Prioritize healing. Prioritize your privacy. Prioritize discipline. Prioritize peace. Prioritize alignment. Prioritize ease. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, Dr. Flo says, I do the work of community building around positive messages and art. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Okay, I hope you find the piece you've been searching for. And then just a reminder, they have a new book out. They have a new book out. It's on Amazon, 10% off. That's the last slide. All right. Today is Solar Plexus Chakra Tuesday. Okay. Reflecting. Oh, we don't read the facts anymore. They are posted on our page. Like I say, I will post them when I get off here. It was a slip this morning. I forgot. My apologies. Anyway, reflecting on solar plexus chakra, also known as the Manipura chakra, involves exploring aspects of personal power, self-esteem, and inner strength. Here are some questions to consider. I am going to scroll until I find one that I want to read. Energy and vitality and emotional balance. Those are the two sections that I'm going to read today. How is my overall energy level and physical... I don't know why I phrased that way. How is my overall energy level and physical vitality? Do I feel energized and motivated to pursue my goals, or do I often feel lethargic and unmotivated? How do I recharge and replenish my energy? And then we move into emotional balance. I'll go back and read all of these. How do I manage and process my emotions, especially anger and frustration? Do I tend to suppress my emotions, or do I express them openly? How does my emotional state affect my interactions with others? I'll read them one more time. How is my overall energy level and physical vitality? Do I feel energized and motivated to pursue my goals, or do I often feel lethargic and unmotivated? How do I recharge and replenish my energy? I believe the last time I answered these questions, I said I was mid. Today, I feel like 75%. 75%. I was definitely up for like an hour and a half with the baby last night, but I feel better than 50%. Like, I feel like I got some energy to give. I feel encouraged that yesterday went so well. I feel good. Do I feel energized and motivated to pursue my goals? Yes. Or do I often feel lethargic and unmotivated? Sometimes. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. How do I recharge and replenish my energy? Coffee. No, coffee, sleep, taking a walk, watching my kid learn, who's currently was just dead asleep and now opened their eyes and is looking at me. Hello, friend. How do I manage and process my emotions, especially anger and frustration? Especially anger and frustration. I speak very directly and sometimes not kindly, and I move through it, and then I have a conversation about why I felt that way, you know? I speak to trusted people in my life. Do I tend to suppress my emotions, or do I express them openly? I've gotten better at that, again, with my 1,000+ days at Love in Action Network, I think. How does my emotional state affect my interactions with others? I try to stay true to myself. I try to not, I let my emotions flow through me and try to not affect other people, but our energies are always going to affect other people. So yeah, speak to trusted people in my life. And if you can't find, like, if you're like, I don't know who a trusted person in my life is, come into Love and Action Network and let's define what that looks like for you. Like, what is that avatar? For me, it's people like Dr. Flo, it's people like Clara, it's people like my husband, it's people like my voice teachers of the past, it's people like, there are trusted people in my life that I can open up to and be like really honest with. And I'm honest in everything else, but I'm really honest with them. Like, I don't often come online and like share with you all when I'm mid or share with you all when I'm scared. You might see it, you might notice it if you watch close, excuse me. But, you know, it's not, I like to process with trusted people in my life. I like to do that. And oftentimes I sit with myself a long time before I even let that flow. Okay. Did I finish that? Oh, affect my interactions with others. Our energies are always going to like affect each other. They're going to come up against each other and they're going to either play nicely together or they're not. And sometimes we have different energies. We're different people every day. Not different people, I shouldn't say that, but our energies are different every single day, depending on what happened the day before, depending on what we've let into our lives in the morning, depending on the experience of the day. And so sometimes those energies can really like headbutt, and even in relationships where it's normally like nice and juicy and smooth and oily, you know? So I think keep that in mind, that you are always extolling, is that a word? Energy. And you don't have to keep your energy positive all the time. And it won't always be exactly the same, but you can and that's going to affect the people around you, but you can just be honest, open and willing to say like, hey, I'm having a shitty day today. You know, hey, I'm having a midday today, and that might help. Yeah, we are all major influences, both to ourselves and the people closest to us. And even those not closest to us, right? Like you guys watching me now or watching me on the replay or listening to me on the podcast, I'm affecting you in some way. I hope that it is positive and loving, right? But like last week when I did the Force on Yamasi, or when I did the Blaze, or when I did Y'all Have Watched Me, like those were probably uncomfortable for some of you, right? Right. Right. Hello somebody. Okay. Let me pull up the Bitey. And by Bitey, I mean Beatty. We are in week 31. The theme is boundaries, and we are on day 3. If y'all were on Dr. Flo's live earlier, you heard day 2, which I read along and I was like, okay, it was big. So let's see what day 3 holds for us. Oh, it's long. It's long. Buckle up, folks. Boundaries aren't limited to saying no. Boundaries reflect what we believe we deserve. Some people were born into situations that encouraged listening to and trusting themselves. Others had their right to self-respect violated at an early age. If our ability to trust ourselves was tampered with when we were young, we may have to work extra hard to acquire and keep boundaries and self-esteem in place. Someone who barely knew me mentioned to a friend that he thought I was selfish, a woman said. For the next 6 months, I had the worst time setting limits. I kept trying to prove how unselfish I was. No matter how many boundaries we've set, it's not unusual to still feel guilty each time we say no. We may be afraid that we'll lose the other person or that he or she will go away if we say no. But when we don't honor ourselves by setting boundaries, we're the ones who disappear. I'm going to read that last part again. But when we don't honor ourselves by setting boundaries, we are the ones who disappear. The challenge of the week. The hardest thing about boundaries can be recognizing that we've lost or misplaced ourselves again. Maybe we could look at setting boundaries as an ongoing process of discovering who we are. I believe that Her Story True was talking about that yesterday in the live, like reevaluating your boundaries, etc., etc. I'm going to read this challenge one more time because that first sentence hit. The hardest thing about boundaries can be recognizing that we've lost or misplaced ourselves again. And I think we've jokingly talked about it. I think we've seriously talked about it, that the finding, what am I trying to say? Remembering ourselves. It's a cycle of remembering and forgetting, I believe is is that Buddhist? Yeah, anyway, of forgetting and remembering ourselves. Like literally it can happen within 5 minutes, right? It can happen within 2 minutes. We forget and we remember. We remember and we forget. We forget and we remember. We forget and we remember, right? And this is what this is talking about. The hardest thing about boundaries can be recognizing that we've lost or misplaced ourselves again. And I'll give a quick anecdote. Hopefully my child doesn't start screaming. But going into this whole like liberation conversations chat, like over the last 18 months, I would say, there has definitely been another radicalization. There has been more bold speaking, but I didn't fully embody it until I really dug into that liberation conversations chat. And that was one of those places where like I got into that chat and I started posting stuff and started having conversations. And I was like, oh, I forgot myself and I didn't even know it. Like, and so it was part of the remembering of being in that chat, you know. Maybe we could look at setting boundaries as an ongoing process of discovering who we are. You can always set a new boundary and you can always pull back a boundary. Like there's nothing that says that your boundaries are solid. It's life in Buddhist. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Forgetting and remembering. I think that's, oh, bless you, baby. I think it's important that we remember that all of us are always going through this. All of us are always forgetting and remembering, forgetting and remembering, forgetting and remembering. I know that we're going to talk about happiness and loneliness and being at the top tonight in Deconstruction Junction. I think there was a question from the Chakras on Sunday that we're also going to talk about. And I've got a couple more things I just have to figure out how to, anyway, my point was forgetting and remembering, like we are alone, but we're never alone, if that makes sense. If one person has the question, 20 other people have the question. If one person has the concern, there's a mass that also has that concern. So anyway, the hardest thing about boundaries can be recognizing that we've lost or misplaced ourselves again. Like you just put yourself over there somewhere and you got to go get it. You gotta go get it. Okay, that is all for Daily Boost today. As I've been referencing throughout this live, we have lots of programming these next 2 weeks. We have Olympic watch parties, we have podcast listens, we have the Daily Boost, we have Dr. Flo's open rehearsals and masterclasses, we have the opportunity to sign up for things, we have Deconstruction Junction, we have Waiting to Exhale, we have programming, folks. Programming is a thing. Come relax with us, come learn with us, come love with us, come action with us. Like, just come. I do put action. I do action. I do action. I do share my love. I do. You can find all of that information at lovedandlovable.bio.link. You can also find that from my link in bios, whatever platform you're on. I forgot to go check Instagram. Let me just grab some, to make sure there's no comments. There's no comments. We're good. I think that's all. So, Dr. Flo will be back tomorrow for Daily Boost. I will be back on Thursday. Join us tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Join us for the Olympic watch party, which begins at 12:15. I'm opening the Google Meet at 12 p.m. Eastern. You can make lunch with us. You can watch the Olympics with us. You can hang out with us. It's all those things. Yada, yada, yada. I'm done. Continue to be anti-racist. Be safe. Wear a mask. Make good trouble. Do good work. Do good work. I do good work. I do damn good work. I do damn good work. That is what I will say. I do damn good work to, like, as I poo-pooed on myself earlier. No. I do damn good work. And I'm happy in my work. I'm happy in my work. I am happy in my work. Make good trouble. I love y'all hardcore. Is that right? Yeah, I love you all hardcore. You are loved and lovable, and nobody can change that. We'll see you around the block. Stay as close or as far as you want. See you next time. Toodles.